Happy Saturday, everybody. How's it going? We're here. We're back with Spy Family. Ooh, happy Saturday, man. You don't know, we've been up for a little bit, watching the World Cup, so we've been doing that, having some fun. Hey, Devils. Oh boy, I didn't switch the camera. And hey, everybody. Oh boy. The last episode was pretty good. The episode before that I liked, but it was alright. Last 2 episodes ago, 2 episodes ago, it was okay. But last week's episode, I really enjoyed last week's episode. What's up, Lewick? How are you? Hey, Cyber. Last week's episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. How did you watch? Like, how fast do the subtitles go by? On your lunch break, I appreciate you for swinging on by. Let's not waste time. I'm excited. This should be like the super special. Speaking of hyperbole, this is the mission that Frost told Loid about at the end of last week, where they're both going to be going on a mission together, and she wants to prove that that she deserves his love and that she should be his bride with this mission, showing something to Loid. She's proving it to herself. Gotcha. All right, let me pause this music. Let's get started. All right. Oh no, I pressed back. I'm a Muppet. Pause. Full screen. Let's back this thing up. All right, Spy Family. Episode 22. We got 2 more episodes left. Wow. Either 2 or 3 episodes left. Episode 22. We're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Frost. Her name is Nightfall, correct? Her code name? Oh boy. All right. I'm like convinced that if anyone ever tried to like take Yor out, they'd lose their life over it. Even as good as Frost is, I think she'd be done if she'd be done if Yor actually attempted to do something. Yor seems like a super soldier. A good one. I totally thought this series was going to go another way. Everything that I'm thinking about it could definitely still happen. But how dangerous is that? If these two were to actually go at it, Yor and Loid, who would lose? If this has happened in the manga and happens in the future, please don't tell me. But just speculating, me sitting here in episode 22, if these two were to go up against each other, like unknowingly, who comes out on top of that battle? I don't know. That's a good one, man. That's true. Depends on how much prep time. That's right. She was giving him the smoke and she was drunk too. But he wasn't expecting it though. Like he wasn't expecting that smoke she was giving to him. Uh huh. Oh. So what are we trying to do? The East Human experiments. Oh wow. Huh. Wow. That's cool. This is a cool little storyline. Essentially, Devil, it is like Batman v Superman, where it's you give one enough prep time, you might be able to win, but in any other circumstance, the other should win. I like this. This is cool. The premise of this is cool. Underground fighting, tennis, underground tennis. Is this actually a thing? Underground tennis. Let me guess. That's Loid and yep. Underground tennis. What's the need of having an underground tennis club? I think it would have been cool to see an underground fight club. But that's so generic. So they want they want to win this tournament so that they can choose the painting. Painting. See, I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Like, what the hell is up with an underground tennis? Right? Underground tennis? Like, what is up with underground tennis? Like, it should have been. Gotcha. 100 doubt that they. Was that King? That was my next question I was going to ask. They're in the underground tennis. What if they play actual, like, tennis players? She's crazy. So I'm guessing Frost is a prodigy. They just think of it as her getting eager, but in all actuality, she's being driven by love. I bet she sucks. Please. You guys don't make any sense. If you wanted to seek better competition, you should have never retired. That don't make no damn sense. What about that makes any sense? I want to get better at the sport, so I'm going to retire from the highest level and then go underground and play people that aren't other professional players. Yeah. Jeesh. Damn. Right. Just say you want the money. I dabbled in tennis. I dabbled in tennis. Return ace. She cheating. She's cheating. She's cheating. She's a cheater. That ball wasn't moving by physics. Let us play doubles in the game of life. She's going crazy. She went crazy. Yo, she went nuts. Yo. I want to go back. There was a few of them where her eyes were just circles with dots. Oh my goodness. A pair of junkies. This is the second time. Oh no, they're legit junkies. We couldn't have a fight club, but we could watch people shoot up. What the hell? We can't have a fight club, but we can watch people take drugs? Like what? No way they're beefcakes. No way they're beefcakes. What did they take? They said some DF something dash something drug. What is it? It was that Liver King. He admitted that he took steroids. I did. That is true, Bill. Bazooka Bill. Bazooka Bill. Oh, brother. Kohai and Senpai. That's it. She's like, yo, give me the ball. Mama, no. She's going to slip up. She is going to slip up. That's what I'm waiting for the day that she slips up and someone's like, how did you know that? How did you know that? That's what I'm waiting for. They look gross. How do you forget to say that? How do you forget to say that? We're just out here playing regular tennis. You about to rip him through? What is he about to do? They look disgusting. They look gross. They look like Tagoro. Dust. You sort of. What? You got on booty shorts, boy. If you don't get out my face. Oh my goodness. Oh my. You. No. Oh my goodness. No way. No way she dusted them off. No way she dusted them off like that. You stupid, useless walking Mount Everest. My hand kept slipping. Yo, no way she dusted them off like that. They were like this. They were bigger than this. And they had dents. They had dents all in them with tennis balls. I'm glad they're pointing out that it was like what she's doing is very unnecessary. You know, I'm glad they point out like she's unnecessarily doing this. The rum was trash. I'm glad that's pointed out. Like she is doing way too much. If anything, her doing all of this brings negative attention. Yes. Like I'm like her playing this well. Like her playing this well and doing all of this just makes it like seem super like that's too much attention. At least struggle just a tiny bit, right? Not choosing you as a doubles partner in the game of life. Oh boy. Ow. 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 He's yet and still. I definitely wouldn't be saying this out loud. This girl. This girl. Ooh. They're trying to kill him? Morse code. Does anyone know Morse code? How long did it take you to learn Morse code? I know nothing about Morse code. 10 minutes? Damn. 10 minutes. He looks like a douche anyways. $10 million. Give me that money, my guy. Give me that money. Give me that money, that guy. Give me that money. I want all that 10 million. Let's see. A new yacht? That means you have an old yacht. It's got a motor on. They have motors on their tennis rackets. What is that supposed to do? Cannon shot. What? He's got an animation. He's got a motor on his racket. That's crazy. What's on hers? I wonder. That's cheap. That's cheap. They gave us some budget for them. They got some budget. They won the first match. Oh no, they won the first game. Second game, they won the third game. Play better. You guys yelling at me. Yeah, Balls of Fury. Why not put a gun on your racket? Bang. Nice service return. Woo! Woo! Nice. The spin on that. What the heck? They're playing from what I'm seeing from the animation. Loid and Frost, they're playing cross court. Like they're playing everything across the face. So it's like he'll serve it that way. She'll send the ball and cut it right back that way. They cheating? They got movable plates on the floor? Y'all garbage. Trash. Trash. He's invested now. See, he's still in there, despite everything that's happening with Operation Strix. Okay. She been it's over. Why does this episode go by so fast? I really like this episode. I really like this episode. What's up, Lass? I just noticed she was back there eating the cake. The dodgeball episode is my favorite. I feel it's between the dodgeball episode and the episode that it's the dodgeball episode, and it's the episode where Loid stops the dog bombers. Those are my two favorite episodes of Spy Family. 100%. I don't know which one I like more, because one is like the extreme hijinky comedy of the aspect, and the other one is like the super serious stuff. You know, Stonia doing all this just to lose to Amorca in the next Olympics. Yeah. I really like this episode, man. This was a good episode. Freaking a tennis racket with an engine, a jet engine. They said a jet engine attached to it. Like that only works in anime. That only works in anime. A tennis racket with a jet engine attached to it. That only works in anime. A tennis racket that is a whip. Oh goodness, it's so crazy. It makes for fun set pieces. It does. You got Frost freaking doing everything that she's doing, tearing her hand up, going overboard. I'm glad they point out the fact that she's going overboard for, like, she does not have to play this way in order for the moment. She's just so enraptured in the moment that that she's just kind of losing it. All she's doing is just screaming "I love you" in my brain, in her brain, as she's going Hamtaro. I don't know. This is a great shot of it's a great shot of Loid. Loid dabbled in tennis. He's freaking out here smoking old professional player, retired professional players. Crazy. I had fun, man. This is a fun episode. I feel like I'm at this moment where like I realize that I've already been streaming for like 2 hours or 3 hours, something like that, since 10. And it's just now hitting me. I'm like, I'm a little fatigued. like I'm a little tired, like, and not like sleepy tired. Like, what's going on? That's right. I got all amped up this morning and then had to relax. At least he gave me something to root for, more sports. And then we could do Blue Lock later. And Blue Lock should be, Blue Lock is going to be hyped because we're right in the middle of the match between Team Z and Team V. So today has just been ups and downs of adrenaline. But I think the one plot point that I'm very interested in, that if I'm being honest, I'm upset it took this long to get a plot point like this. Like the Yuri plot line, I feel like that's more like for comedy, right? Like it's different because it's like the implication that Yuri has in Loid's situation is the fact that he is secret police. And if Yuri even gets an inkling that Loid is a spy, this whole thing is done. But for some reason, maybe because Yuri is just so, whenever Yor's around, he literally transforms into a completely different character. It's the same thing with Frost, but I feel like it's a little different. Like with Frost being introduced in the story and her saying the things that she said, and then Yor's now like, she's like, Frost got in her head. Like she's hoping that Loid is okay. She's hoping, like all these things. Like I feel more impacted by what Frost did in terms of the story, because like watching Yor try to like deal with the fact that maybe there's a possibility that something could be had, hopefully, like her trying to live up to something. I feel like maybe it's just me, but I don't feel the stakes with Yuri possibly figuring out who Loid is. For a little bit I did, but every time I see Yuri, the less it does. Maybe I need to see Yuri more at work more, because every time we see him now, he's just over the house and he's just either super happy or super angry, one way or the other. We've only gotten to see him work like maybe once or twice for a brief second. Like actually work, like in the room. He's the person that's tearing down, interrogating, trying to get answers for his country. Maybe if we got a little bit more of that, I could feel it. But I feel like since like Frost has been no, people do not ship Yuri. Of course they do. People are weird. People do. I'm sorry. I'll break that immersion. Or that wall you put up. People totally are. Yeah, that's 100%. You can go on the internet and find that. Like, no, I'm not saying that out loud. No, I won't say that out loud. Yeah, I just feel like since Frost's introduction and the little that she's done, I felt more Daybreak Frost. I feel like she would go crazy with Daybreak, just watching him work. Oh my goodness, she'd probably blow a gasket, because Loid almost blew a gasket. So seeing someone like feign his name by going the opposite of it, and then watching him work, she'd probably kill him. She probably would. I think it's hilarious that Daybreak probably gets no work. The only work he got was from a 5-year-old. Like, George is the only person that hired Daybreak, and he's a 5-year-old. Because a 5-year-old's not going to be able to understand who's a good spy and who's not a good spy. But yeah, this is a good episode. The last 2 episodes, I've honestly, since Frost, I think, okay, so it's like, I like Spy Family. I was mentioning this like last week or 2 weeks ago. I like Spy Family. But I brought up the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, where it's just wholesome to be wholesome. It has its episodes here and there that like the episode, I think it's the episode when we came back from break, that arc, getting Bond. I love that. I want more. I would like more of that. Not to say I don't like the Anya stuff. I think the Anya stuff might be my favorite part of the show, but I want the contrast between both. I love the Anya stuff, but it's just like I love wholesome stuff. I watch slice of life anime. I do all that. I like it all. But when you sell me on getting like one or the like, when you sell me on like this two-sided story where it's like spy work and then this family work and there's going to be the both, I would like to get both and not just get wholesomed out. And wholesomed out doesn't mean just Anya, because even sometimes when Anya isn't on screen, we do get like some of the spy work that Loid ends up doing doesn't end up being anything like spy. Like I think of the last episode of the first core where we went to the aquarium, and I'm like, yeah, Anya's in it, but it's not really like super focused on her. We did a lot of Loid stuff, he's doing spy work, and it's just him trying to find a freaking penguin. It's just like the wholesome stuff for me, I'll get burnt out on it fast. So the introduction of Frost, like for me, the introduction for Frost has done a lot for me. I really have enjoyed these last two episodes. Her, even though she's the same thing for Loid that Yuri is, I think it works better on this side. I like Yuri. I think Yuri's a cool character. I like the implication of Yuri and Loid going against each other, but the actual execution of Frost coming in, it was like with Yuri and Loid, it was like Yuri came over and Loid figured it out. It was like boom. Oh, he pegged him. He got him. Like, oh, he completely read the situation. And like, I think I like it more because like Yor doesn't have a clue. She doesn't have a clue, and she thinks this is literal like regular life, and it's not. It's something more. I think I just like that better. I kind of like Yor she is struggling with the fact of like she wants to be, even though she's already, maybe it's just because it's something. It's like it's something to think on. Yor already has been reassured by both Anya and by Loid that what she's doing is good. She is good enough. Everything that she is doing is appreciated. But yet and still, she still feels like there's more that she can do. She still feels like she's not doing enough. And I think I enjoyed that more. Like, nothing about Yuri outside of that first night threatened Loid. Like, it was the whole prospect of, oh, he's secret police, da-da-da-da. And it's just like, I got him. And then we keep seeing more of Yuri. Yuri doesn't feel threatening until we get to see him do something threatening again. It's like we got to see him work, and it's like, oh, he really gets down like that. And then every single subsequent time since then, he's just been in love with his sister Yuri. That's it. I feel like maybe we need to get to see the other side of him. Get like a whole episode of him just being like the crappy secret police dude, or trying to just hunt something down again. I don't know. Maybe that'll work better for that dynamic. Right now, I feel like there's no way Yuri ever catches Loid or gets him caught up. There's no way that ever happens. I can see Frost posing more of a problem for Yor, not physical hand-to-hand combat, but this messing up this family dynamic. I can see that, and I feel like that's like an actual threat until she's until she's like fully reassured or Frost backs down, and I don't know if she will. All right, Lewick, I know you're on your break. Have a good one, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. He seems like a gag. Yeah, he does seem like a gag character. Like they could take Yuri and turn him into like one of like someone super formidable and completely change everything up and shake everything up. But right now, as it stands, I don't see that. Yeah, I do. I feel the same way. Like, I think it's implied that Yor is still working, but we just don't know. I think it's implied that she's still working. Like she might still be taking jobs on the side. We just don't get to see it. He is a gag character, but he has the capacity to become an actual problem. Yeah, I think he's a gag. Yeah, he is a gag character. I think I want to see more of him becoming the problem. Like, I don't want it to just be like gag character, and then we get into an arc, and then he turns into the problem. I would like to see gag character. Oh, maybe a little gag. Oh, and then we get into the arc, and it's oh. I want to see more of that. Like, he doesn't feel competent around Loid. Loid shows up, like they're in the same room or they're together. He doesn't seem competent. He doesn't seem like he's on the level of what he should be going against Loid, when his position says that he might be that. Not as far as being a spy, but he has the capability to do that. I actually want to see that. I don't want to see him constantly devolve into just like hard eyes. I don't want to see that. But I feel like that's the magic of this show. If it executes well, you don't care. I feel like, but if it doesn't, it's kind of like, oh, okay, let's see what it has next week. And that's kind of what it is. It's like, okay, it was a good episode. Like, none of these episodes are bad. Like, I can't say it's bad. because they're not. Like I feel like it's written good, it's funny, like all this stuff, but it's just like maybe that one wasn't for me. But let's see about next week, and that's how it is. That's how it's been. It was like, okay, it was a good episode, but then the last two, I'm like, oh, I really like those episodes. It's a lot of episodes. There's a good chunk where I'm like, I really like that episode. I really do. Like the dodgeball episode will like that's like up there. The episode where Anya punched Damien, that's up there. It's no Kaguya. No, yeah. I feel like I can say that it is. I think I like Kaguya in terms of like taking like the gag characters and the joke characters and then spinning them into serious stories and serious arcs. Like you take a character like Ishigami and how he's introduced in the first season, like halfway through, and the gags that he goes through, like the I want to die, all this stuff, and then you get him in the second season. That's the second season. You get his backstory. Yes, the second season you get him and you get to his backstory, and it's like, holy crap! This boy that just plays video games, makes these jokes, is cynical, all this stuff. You just think it's just like, oh, he's a gag character, and he is until he isn't, and it's just like, whoa, okay. And then from that point, he still becomes the gag character, but now his backstory plays into it. So even in his gag characterness, he can be in the middle of a gag bit, and it still resonates. I need that. I feel like I need that from a few characters in this series. I need that. And Yuri has the capability to be that. That's the thing. He has the capability to do that. I want to see that. I do. I really do. All right, let me get out of here. I might be able to make it on time for 2. What time did I tell? I said I'd be there by like 3 or something. I might stop there early and not stay the whole time. But I don't know. There might be more of my family there. I might end up getting caught up. Right? I might end up getting caught up and staying down there the whole time. 3, 4-ish. Okay. I said 3. But yeah. You know what? Hold on. I'll do this later. All right. So I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I am loving the addition that Frost has into this. I'm loving the addition that Frost has been to the series. My words better. I really am. I'm really enjoying it. I really like her character. I like her gag, but it's weird. I think it's so weird that Frost and Yuri are essentially the same thing. They're the same kind of character, just on opposite sides, and I like one more than the other. And they do the same thing. I don't know. Maybe because Frost didn't get drunk and completely turn and abysmally and had this complete drunken falling out. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe because like in her seriousness, we got to see like how she really is on the inside and how she feels. And then I think about that Yuri episode and it's the same thing. It's just alcohol is involved in that episode. Those 2 episodes, I should say. So it's like it's the same thing, but I don't get it. Maybe I think it's the reaction of Loid to Yuri and Frost to Yuri. Like Loid, like Yuri doesn't like Loid being the spy that he is. He's gonna view anything as a possibility to threaten this mission, yes. But as it stands, Yuri isn't. I don't view Yuri as a threat. And I know that Loid is not going to get rid of Yor to put Frost on the mission. I know that's not going to happen because he said it out of his own mouth. That's not going to happen. But it's something with Yor's like reaction to possibly like not being good enough. I think that's the reason why I'm liking it more. I don't know. But here's the hoping that they can kick these little rich pompous brats kick their butts in this tennis game while dodging floor plates and fighting against engine rackets and whip rackets. So yeah, that's all I got. I'll be back in a little bit, maybe like 2 hours or so, or yeah, 2 hours ish, or maybe 3 hours for Blue Lock. If there's a chance, I might go live for that Argentina game. It's about to kick off in like 10 minutes. So if I have some time, I might not be able to stream the whole game. I might do like maybe the first half if I have the chance. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Stick around, and hopefully, God willing, see you guys back here for episode 23 next week. So thank you again. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.